Hello and welcome to my first ever LEGO alternate set build or MOC, completely based on the creator set 31073 Mythical Creatures. I was inspired by the awesome LEGO builder Chubbybots, whom you probably already know, if you are interested in LEGO mech creations. If not, I encourage you to check out his YouTube channel and Flickr page, really awesome stuff there. But now let's build. I started this build originally with the foot as well. I kinda wanted to use this yellow inverted slope brick and then went from there. As you can see, it's a rather simple concept with the ball joint added without much in between. But to make it a bit more interesting, as well as improving stability, I decided to add this black mechanical arm piece in the back. Now for the lower right leg. I really like this special mudguard piece and wanted to make it a standout. I consider legs to be very important to a mech build, because they add a lot in regard to posing and expressiveness. Both ball joint pieces are attached to the same plane. Overall, this is a simple construct with some nice decorations. I went with a 1x2 black slope and 2 yellow slopes, as well as the jumper plate to add the small white barb that you can see in the back. In the back we put a black round plate. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the lower leg and how it looks on the completed mech. Now the upper right leg. We start with a 3x3 wedge plate as the base and 2 yellow 1x3s. Next we add the black big ball receptacle brick and the small center side cup. And then we can start with the outermost layer decoration. For that I use both arched bricks, the bigger and the smaller ones, placed in a 90-degree angle. Underneath the bigger arch we place a 1x1 plate for a better finish, and on the other side of the leg we put the rock special plate, which is another of those cool pieces. We finish with some more decorations on top. Having all the pieces for one leg, we can put them together now. This is a simple step using the ball joints. So that's how it looks and stands. For the future I will improve on the camera angle though, to get everything into the picture. The other leg is done the same way, just mirrored, and I'm sure you can easily build that on your own now. Let's continue with the lower torso or crotch area. We start with the big ball joints brick to be used as the hips. We add both hinge plates to the brick with the yellow parts, and on the other side the cutout wedge plate and a black 3x2 hole plate. Now for more decorations, the black round plate goes onto the back, and in front we add a 2x2 black plate, a teeth plate and 2x1 curved slopes. The upper torso starts with 2 2x4 plates, followed by the other 2 that go in the back and resemble a T-shape. Next, we place a vertical clip plate with a 1x1 on top onto the back plates, which will be used as the hinges for the shoulders. This is followed by the narrow wedge plates, with the wider part going towards the top. Now we add the ball joint for the head, as well as some armor decoration underneath. We are using two black 1x2s and a 2x2 slope. The last pieces are a jumper plate and a 3x3 wedge plate, which allows it to be attached in a slightly unusual manner. This makes it stand out a bit more, I think, so to make it more interesting. Now we can attach the lower part to the upper by placing the grey hinges onto the back. These hinges allow for some forward and backward movement. Sadly, no vertical or rather rotational movement here, but with such a limited set, I think that's okay. The arms differ a bit and we start with the right one. The base of the shoulder is a 2x2 plate and we add a round 1x1 and a small black handle plate. This will be attached to the vertical clip on the torso. Now we add the ball joints and two 1x2 plates. The last steps are a black slope and one barb. Now for the lower arm, we start with a 2x4 plate, add the 1x2 end cup and a 1x3 yellow plate, as well as a 1x1 plate. As for the hand, we use a horizontal clip plate and two small barbs, which is attached to the end of the arm. For decoration, we place a small wedge plate, a 1x1 and a small slope, as well as a black wing and wedge. Right here I placed them wrongly, so you have to move them up by one, but that's not that big of a deal, and put the end wedge next to the cup. Now for the big claw barb in front. This is not a real link, I guess, but this black shaft piece fits surprisingly well between the horizontal clips. I can wiggle it easily without detaching it, so I guess that counts. We can attach the arm to the shoulder now. The left arm is slightly different, mostly due to the fact of only one shaft piece in this set. Also, there aren't that many thin sloped plates, which is why I decided to build this arm this way. The shoulder is pretty much the same though, except for this yellow round 1x1 there. We start with two 1x3s and add a 1x2 yellow and a 2x2 black plate. We attach the 1x2 end cup and the special 1x4 plate with only two studs next to it, as well as a yellow 1x2 plate. On this overhang we can attach the horizontal clip plate with two barbs, a jumper plate on top, followed by the large barb held by a small yellow clip. Make sure the barb is slightly pushed forward for a better fit. It holds well though. We finish with a slope for decoration and can attach the shoulder now. There you can see both arms next to each other. Slightly different, admittedly, but close enough so it's not really that big of a deal, I think. The head starts with a 2x2 plate and some rounded 1x1s, where the green ones depict the eye of our mech. Then we have some more small barbs attached to 1x1s and the area added next to the green eye, with the orientation towards the front. Next we take the small cup plate, add a jumper on top and a 1x1 brick with a handle. That admittedly serves no real purpose, but I thought it looked more interesting. Lastly, some small decoration on the top of the head. I find this head quite expressive and I hope you like it too. Next, I decided to add some back decoration to this mech, because I have to admit it looked a bit bare next to the head. I was thinking about bulking up the torso some more, but I built this first and I was quite happy with it. On the back of this 3x6 wedge plate is a black bracket with 2 green speared tips. We place a 1x4 2-stud on it and 2 smaller wedges that are angled in a way to allow the other 3x6 wedge to be attached in such a way. On that second wedge we also placed 2 teeth plates and a round slope. This construct is rather fragile so far, due to having mostly 1-stud attachments. Therefore we use those small wedges with 2 1x1s each and place them in the back. This increases stability by a lot. I had to detach the bracket, therefore added it again. Now for some more decorations in form of some clips with barbs and 2 yellow corner plates. These were all the pieces and now we can assemble our mech. Let's start with the legs and attach them to the lower torso. Then we add the arms, which have some mobility to the front and back due to the rounded handle plate and 1x1 in the shoulder. Now the head and finally the back decoration part. Don't worry, I will move the mech soon so we can see it completely. I hope you liked this building video of this Mech alternate MOC for the creator set 31073. I'd be happy if you'd like to subscribe and leave a like. If we could hit 100 likes, I will post an instruction file in the comments. Please leave any suggestions how I could improve and what you would like to see in the future down in the comments. Have a nice day and see you soon. Signing off, Marana Bricks.